we start with our session with Anju ma'am. I invite Anju ma'am from IIHM, a very prestigious institute in the field of hospitality management. Anju ma'am here comes with a rich experience of more than 13 years in different fields of hospitality. She started her career with a popular five-star hotel in Delhi as management trainee and has worked with different corporates and educational institutions. Currently, she takes care of the corporate at International Institute of Hotel Management. I welcome you, ma'am, and request you to please start with the session.
Thank you, Bhavna ma'am. Thank you for a wonderful introduction. And today I'm here to talk about hospitality as a career. I'm sure a lot of you know a lot about hotels and hotel management, but I'm sure after today's session you will know how many career options you can choose. So a lot of people associate hotel management with cooking. So they say that you cook well, so do hotel management. But there's much more that you can do after hotel management, and there are a lot of qualities that you need for this field. So hotel management is typically for people who are very outspoken, who have good personality, who can handle situations, who love to travel. There's a reason I've put on this background, because I wanted to tell you all that if you join hospitality as a career, this could be your office where you are overlooking a nice, beautiful beach. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to talk in detail about various careers that you can choose after hospitality. Just bear with me for a minute. Okay, so that's, I hope my screen is visible. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, so to start with, I think first option that comes to our mind when we talk about hotel management is hotels. You can choose to work in hotels. So आपका जो hotel management का course होता है वो 3 साल का usually designed होता है. If I talk about IIHM, आपका 3 साल का course होता है जिसमें it's a degree program, and at the end of 3 years आपको 2 degrees मिलती हैं. एक मिलती है University of West London से और एक मिलती है IGNOU से. So design कैसा होता है? First 2 years you have to study all the subjects. So hotels में और hotel management में 4 core subjects होते हैं. One is being a chef, which is called food and beverage production. So after in that field you become a chef in a hotel. Food and beverage service. In this field you take care of the restaurant areas of the hotel. आप जब भी किसी 5-star hotel में जाते हैं, आप restaurant में खाना खाते हैं, तो there are people who are managing that restaurant. या फिर आप banquet में जाते हैं कोई function attend करने के लिए, वो भी F&B service के अंदर आता है. So that is the second field of hotels. Third is front office. Front office is your general reception area. People who welcome you, who allot you rooms, जो आपकी reservations लेते हैं, आपको कोई complaint होती है, कोई queries होती है, उनको solve करते हैं. That is front office. और fourth है आपका housekeeping. जो general maintenance of the hotel, it takes care of the general maintenance of the hotel. आपके rooms की जो cleanliness है, उन सब का ध्यान रखता है. आप hotels में जाते हैं तो floor is always shining. There's no dust anywhere. Swimming pool area is so clean. Gardens are so well maintained. So all that is taken care of housekeeping. So these are the 4 core subjects of hotel management and 4 core departments of a hotel. So in the first 2 years, you study all the 4 subjects. In your second year, you go for 6 months of internship in any of the 5-star hotels, where you learn and you observe how each department works. So maybe today, you like a particular thing, but when you go to a hotel and you see how a hotel operates, you might change your mind. या आपको लगे कि no, I fit better in this place. या फिर मुझे ये department पसंद है. So that is why it is important that you go for 6 months of internship. IIHM gives you opportunity to do this internship either in India or you can go abroad as well. हमारे students all over the world जाते हैं internship के लिए. So second year में आप internship भी करते हैं. By now you are clear आपको कौन से department में जाना है. Third year में your campus interview start. So आप एक subject major choose करते हैं जिसके लिए आप पूरा साल पढ़ाई करते हैं, प्रैक्टिकल्स करते हैं, और उसी होटल के जब भी कोई होटल आता है कैंपस इंटरव्यू के लिए, आप उसी पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट के लिए अपने इंटरव्यूज देते हैं. नाउ इफ वी टॉक अबाउट सैलरीज, आई एम श्योर एवरीबडी इज थिंकिंग कि मैम होटल मैनेजमेंट के बाद कितना पैसा मिलेगा. कोई कहता है कम मिलता है, कोई कहता है ज्यादा मिलता है. सो इंडिविजुअली हर करियर के साथ मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि कितनी आप सैलरी या कितनी इनकम आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. सो होटल्स में 2 लेवल पे आप एंटर कर सकते हैं. एक होता है एंट्री लेवल और एक होता है मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी लेवल. एंट्री लेवल मींस आप स्टार्ट से शुरू करते हैं. मतलब आप एंट्री लेवल पे जाते हैं, फिर आप सुपरवाइजर बनते हैं, फिर एग्जीक्यूटिव बनते हैं, फिर असिस्टेंट मैनेजर, ऐसे लैडर क्लाइंब करते हैं. अगर आप मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी सिलेक्ट होते हैं तो होटल आपको 1-1.5 साल की ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम देता है, अपना ट्रेनिंग देता है अपने होटल की, और उसके बाद सीधा आपको असिस्टेंट मैनेजर प्रमोट कर देता है. अब आप किस लेवल पे जाते हैं वो टोटली आप पे डिपेंड करता है. आप अपने इंटरव्यू में कैसा परफॉर्म करते हैं, आपका एटीट्यूड कैसा है. अगर आपको आपकी पर्सनैलिटी उन्हें अच्छी लगती है तो आपको मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग भी ऑफर कर सकते हैं, जिसमें आप 1-1.5 साल में ही मैनेजर बन जाते हैं. If I talk about salaries, today salary in any 5-star hotel for an entry level fresher is about 15 to 18,000 rupees per month. Management trainee, the salary is about 25,000 rupees per month during your training program, and once you get confirmed as a manager, your salary is about 35,000 rupees per month. Okay, and in all the departments is similar. So that's hotels for you. I have a video on hotels. So I'm sure आप सब लोग 5-star hotel गए होंगे आजकल. You know the incomes are so good and hotels, so many hotels are available in our nearby areas. I'm sure आप सब 5-star hotels गए होंगे, but आपकी एज में मैं नहीं गई थी. तो I would take that benefit of doubt कि शायद कोई हो जो नहीं गया हो. I would like to show you a video on one of the 5-star hotels. इस होटल का नाम है बुर्जुल अरब. आप लोगों ने सुना भी होगा, नहीं सुना तो गूगल कीजिएगा इस होटल के बारे में. ये दुबई में है. दुबई की जब भी आप कोई फोटो देखते हैं तो उसमें पीछे एक सेल शिप डिजाइन की एक बिल्डिंग आती है, हमेशा आती है, बिकॉज इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पॉपुलर बिल्डिंग्स ऑफ दुबई एंड इट्स अ 5-star होटल. ओके, दैट होटल इज कॉल्ड बुर्जुल अरब. इट्स अ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, इट्स सो ब्यूटिफुल. उस होटल में आम आदमी जा ही नहीं सकता. You need to pay to enter into that hotel. You can't just go कि मैं देखने जा रहा हूँ आज होटल. ऐसा नहीं होता है. उस होटल में घुसने के लिए भी आपको पैसे देने पड़ते हैं. It's so beautiful, it's so expensive. It is made on a man-made island. मतलब उसके वो सी के बीच में आइलैंड बनाया गया पहले और उसके बाद होटल कंस्ट्रक्ट किया गया. So I'm very fond of this hotel and I want all of you to see how this hotel looks like. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I request my IT team to show you a glimpse of this hotel. IT team, please share the screen.
Allow me a moment, ma'am. It's just taking some time. Just a second.
So while the screen is being shared, on YouTube there are multiple videos of this hotel. It's very beautiful.
You can choose. If I see that you are active participants, I won't mind it. But when I see that it is lacking, you guys are lacking in speaking, nobody is participating, then I'll have to call you forcefully. By calling your names. So the topics are, which I think I would not be required. First one is affordable healthcare in India. Second is commercialization of healthcare. You can choose, it is not compulsory to speak on all. Choose any one or two. So the next one is commercialization of healthcare. Is it good or bad? Digital payments in India. Many people still don't have knowledge about digital payments. So I would like to know how knowledgeable you are about this particular topic. So digital payments in India, if you want, I can give you one more. Censorship of web series, pros and cons. Should I repeat or you have got it? Alright. So the first one is affordable healthcare in India. You can leave this topic. I don't think that's important. Instead of that, you can go for India-China relations. Commercialization of healthcare, is it good or bad? Digital payments in India. You can start to be saying your knowledge about this. Censorship of web series. I don't see there is any censorship. Everything is so continually spoken on these web series nowadays. All the using languages. Yes, so I cannot see any names in the chat box. You know, we raise your hand. So who would like to choose this topic? Anyone, guys?
So that was Burj Al Arab for you. Even their guests are picked up in either Rolls Royce or a helicopter from the airport. So when they bring their guests from the airport to their hotel, this is they use either Rolls Royce or a chopper. So this is the luxury that I'm talking about. When you work in a 5-star hotel, not anybody can stay, and the kind of people you are dealing with in a 5-star hotel are cream of society. Okay, so they are the who's who of the society. So to handle these people, we need smart characters. We need people who are smart, who can handle situations. And it's a very glamorous job. When I talk about hotel management, I think one thing I always mention, ये बहुत glamour है. Standing in a 5-star hotel lobby जहाँ पे लोगों को पैसा देना पड़ता है to just see it, is extremely glamorous. The uniform that you're wearing is designer wear. In India, 5-star hotels में जो ladies आप साड़ियों में देखते हैं, कई hotels की साड़ियाँ सत्यपाल ने design की होती है, So that is the kind of luxury that I'm talking about. Moving on, the next career option is restaurants. You can choose to work in a restaurant also. So restaurants are similar to hotels, but when I say just restaurants, it means standalone restaurants, जो hotels में नहीं है, but are very popular. Like your mainland China, like in Perfecto. So when you go to a mall and you see these expensive fancy restaurants, you can work in those restaurants also. रेस्टोरेंट्स में आप या तो किचन में काम कर सकते हैं एज अ शेफ, या फिर आप रेस्टोरेंट में एज F&B ये जो सर्विस करते हैं वो भी काम कर सकते हैं. आप मैनेजर बन सकते हैं रेस्टोरेंट में. सैलरीज होटल जैसी ही होती हैं. फॉर एन एंट्री लेवल इट्स अबाउट 15,000-18,000 रुपीज पर मंथ, एंड फॉर अ मैनेजर इट्स अबाउट 35,000-40,000 रुपीज पर मंथ. ओके, सो दैट्स रेस्टोरेंट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आप अपना खुद का रेस्टोरेंट भी खोल सकते हैं. आपके लोकल एरिया में आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे रेस्टोरेंट्स होते हैं, टेक अवे जॉइंट्स होते हैं या छोटे रेस्टोरेंट्स होते हैं. सो डिपेंडिंग आप कौन से एरिया में खोलना चाहते हैं, वहां पे कैसी डिमांड है, आप उसी हिसाब से एक रेस्टोरेंट भी खोल सकते हैं. और आपका कितना बजट है, अगर आपका बजट ज्यादा नहीं है, आप टेक अवे जॉइंट भी खोल सकते हैं. सो ओपनिंग अ रेस्टोरेंट इज अनदर वेरी गुड ऑप्शन दैट यू कैन चूज आफ्टर डूइंग होटल मैनेजमेंट. Next career option is bars. Now bars comes under F&B service of a hotel. It comes जो restaurant manage करते हैं वही bars में भी you can manage bars as well. I understand आप लोग बहुत छोटे हैं, अभी 11th 12th में आपने कभी bar नहीं देखे होंगे, आपकी एज अभी उतनी नहीं हुई है, but you can choose to work in a bar as a bartender or a bar manager. Okay, and salaries are very good. Same salaries, starting salary for a bartender would be about 18,000 to 20,000 rupees per month, and for a manager it could be 40,000-45,000 rupees per month. But apart from that, there are a lot of tips that you get in the bar. So sometimes these employees working in the bar take more money home than their salaries because tipping itni zyada hoti hai, and bars are very popular. आप freelance bartending भी कर सकते हैं, जिसमें आप event wise you charge. आप these days weddings, cocktail events, इन सब में तो bar setup होती है. Even corporate events में bar setup होते हैं, जैसे seminars है, तो after the seminar is over there is a bar. So they need bartenders to serve. So if you're very good at your work, and today you're fortunate that we have Kritika ma'am who's going to show you how to make some cocktails, so you will understand that you have to be a very creative person. Your drink should look very beautiful, and the way you present it. So if you have that flair in you, you can choose to be a freelance bartender as well. And freelance bartender for an average event charge about 80,000 rupees, 50 to 80,000 rupees per event. So that is the kind of money you can think of earning once you are very good at it. So that's the bar as a career option. Moving on, catering. Catering, I feel, is one of the most profitable business after hotel management. I'll tell you why. Catering में क्या होता है, profit margin बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, आपकी wastage बहुत कम होती है. So आप शादी season है, I'm sure आपकी families में शादियां होने वाली होंगी या अभी हुई होंगी. आप उन शादियों जब आपकी फैमिली में अगर कोई शादी होती है, you involve yourself and check कि caterer कितना charge कर रहा है. These caterers for a wedding, they charge anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 rupees or more per plate. और अभी है हमारे पास रिस्ट्रिक्शंस की 50 लोग ही अटेंड कर सकते हैं, बट आई एम श्योर अब आज से 3 साल बाद 4 साल बाद जब आप लोग अपना केटरिंग का बिजनेस खोलने का सोचेंगे, तब थिंग्स विल बी बैक टू नॉर्मल. तब फिर से वही बिग इंडियन फैट वेडिंग्स होंगी जिसमें 500 से कम लोग हम इनवाइट नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज वी हैव सच लार्ज फैमिलीज. So you know, when you have so many people coming in, अगर आप as a caterer 500 लोगों की पार्टी में 2000 rupees per plate भी charge कर रहे हैं, you're earning about 10 lakhs from one wedding. Now I'll tell you how you earn your profit. Catering में 30% is the expenditure and 70% is your profit. Because आपको पता है आपको कितना खाना बनाना है, so there's no wastage. You have to cook for 500 people, you will only cook for 500 people. You exactly know खाना क्या बनेगा, तो आप वही vegetables लेकर आओगे और आप सुबह सुबह किसी मंडी से लेकर आओगे, because you will get it at a very cheap rate. So you save on cost there. क्योंकि खाना एक साथ बन रहा है, it's being cooked in bulk, आपका fuel save होता है, आपकी मैन पावर सेव होती है. You're not cooking again and again, but it's you're cooking in one go and in bulk. So you save on your fuel, you save on your manpower, you save on prices of the ingredients, and you do not waste anything. So everything, so that is why only 30% is your expenditure and 70% is your profit. So imagine 3 years from now, 4 years from now, when you open your catering business and you make 10 lakhs from one wedding, you're actually making 7 lakhs of profit from one wedding. And as a caterer, you will never do only one event in a day. आपकी teams होंगी जो at least 2-3 events और कर रही होंगी. So if you're making 20 lakhs per evening, then it's not a bad money. It's a very good money. और अब तो वो time भी नहीं रहा जब you know wedding season होते थे, because people are getting married in May also, people are getting married in June also, because there are destination weddings has become such a popular concept. So you know people are traveling to places जो you know गर्मियों में ठंडी जगह है, वहाँ पे weddings करें तो you can serve food to them there as well. So catering is another very profitable business that you can choose. Next option is aviation. Aviation means you can join cabin crew. Extremely glamorous again. I'm sure हम सबके साथ ऐसा होता है. You know, we are sitting at the airport and suddenly when the crew walks in, so everybody looks around. कौन आया? And it's cabin crew. It's such a glamorous job and it lets you travel the world. Aviation में आप अगर salaries की बात करें तो अगर आप कोई domestic airline join करते हैं, जैसे Indigo है, Go Air है, तो इनकी विस्तारा है, इनकी starting salary is about 40,000-45,000 is for a fresher. If you join any international airlines like Qatar Airways or Emirates, वहाँ पे starting salary is about 1 lakh, 1.25 lakhs per month. Okay, and then you get placed in an international location. So like I always give this example of one of my students. He joined Qatar Airlines. He has a apartment in Doha now because Qatar Airways ka base Doha hai. So he's based out of Doha now. He travels the world because Qatar Airways travels around the world. He's on their flights. He's sometimes in Australia, sometimes in Europe, sometimes in America. He's holidaying. All these airlines, they put you in 5-star hotels. जब आप किसी भी लोकेशन पे जाते हैं तो वहां पे वो आपको 5-star होटल में accommodation देते हैं. So he's having a wonderful time. और आपका जो व्यू होता है रूम से वो कुछ ऐसा होता है जैसा मेरा बैकग्राउंड है अभी. So you know, beautiful places that you guys get to travel to when you join aviation. So that is also one of the career options that you can choose. And aviation always prefers hotel management students over anybody else because you're trained for this job. आपने 3 साल पढ़ाई करी है how to be nice to people. So ये quality हर किसी में नहीं होती है, एक hotelier में ही हो सकती है. So you can choose to join aviation as well. Next is cruise liners. Cruise liners, I'm sure आप लोगों ने I don't know how many of you have been on a holiday to cruise liners, which is very rare for us. You know, generally I've seen. But you must have seen that movie Anil Kapoor वाली दिल धड़कने दो. You know, in that movie they are on a holiday on cruise. So cruise का क्या होता है? They are on international waters. Okay, and it is a tourist. You know, there are people for holidays there, so they stop over on all ports which are tourist friendly. So जो बहुत खूबसूरत है या फिर जहाँ पे tourism बहुत popular है, तो अब क्या होता है when your guests get down the ship, even you are permitted to get down. So you can work on a ship as a chef, you can work as an F&B, as in you can take care of their restaurants. And when your guests get down the ship, आप भी उनके साथ जाके वो दुनिया घूम सकते हैं, cities घूम सकते हैं. Your food is taken care of, your accommodation is taken care of. You don't have to pay anything for the accommodation or food. And the amount of money that you earn is very good. You earn about 1.5 lakhs per month on a cruise liner. Okay, so that is the kind of money that you can earn when you're working on cruise liners. And you work on contract basis here, 6 months or 8 months ka contract hota hai. And then you come back home and uske baad you renew your contract and then go back. And best part is whatever you're earning, you don't have a place to spend. Because cruise to what to pay hai. So you know, you don't have a shopping mall there, you don't have any place where you can spend money. So whatever you are earning, you're working and going to sleep, going back to work, eating, coming back and sleeping. So you have no place to spend that money. So everything becomes your saving. Okay, so that's cruise liners for you. I have a video on cruise liners. I would like to show you how cruise liners look from inside. Have a look. I would request my IT team to show us how cruise liners look from inside. Okay, so that was cruise liners, and did you see from inside? It does not feel like you are on waters. It's a hotel in itself with all the amenities available. So that was cruise liners for you. And moving on to the topic, the career options that I would be talking about. Amara, please. Ammo, please take it off. All right, so next is facility management. Facility management again is a very good career option. Here, this is mainly for people, you know, who do not want to work in shifts, who want a stable life where, you know, you're working only from 9 to 6 and you want Saturday, Sunday off. So facility management is what you can choose. Now facility management is, you've seen airports, you've seen malls, you've seen these corporate offices these days, so popular. You know, आप किसी भी corporate office में जाइए, नोएडा में या साइबर सिटी में, वहाँ पे the offices are always clean, the carpets are clean, they look like 5-star hotels. Even hospitals, you know, you walk into a hospital, they look so clean. So that is facility management. There's somebody who's maintaining that, and somebody is a hotelier who has worked in hotels, who understands, who has knowledge of cleanliness. So for facility management, it is always a hotelier who takes care of it, of the maintenance of that building. It could be a mall, it could be your airports, it could be hospitals, it could be corporate companies. So everybody hires hoteliers for maintaining their property. Here you can reach the level of a CEO also in facility management. I'll give you an example of Mr. Rana Das Gupta. Google him and you will know. He is the CEO of Apollo Hospitals. Okay. He started as into facility management, and he's a hotelier, and today he's the CEO of Apollo Hospitals. So you don't have to be a surgeon, you don't have to slog into books for years. You join hotels, enjoy your life, and then get into facility management and can reach up to CEO level. Salaries in facility management, usually they prefer people who've worked in hotels for at least 3-4 years. So you work in a hotel for 3-4 years and then apply into facility management. The salaries are around 70,000-75,000 rupees per month for a facility manager in any of these buildings that I told you, like malls or airports or corporate companies. Okay. Next is offshore rigs. Offshore rigs are those establishments which dig out oil from under the sea. So they are in remote places. You know, they are either in the middle of the sea, or they are in the middle of a desert where there's nothing around. So they are taking out oil from under the earth, and you know, there are thousands of engineers who are working on offshore rigs. Now, what hoteliers do there? These engineers need food to eat. There should be somebody who serves them food. So then hoteliers come into picture. We are the ones who cook food for them. We are the ones who serve them food. Offshore rigs, the salaries again are very good. They're similar to cruise liners. You work on a contract basis. You either work for 6 months or 8 months, depending on which contract you get into. Your salaries are about 1.5 lakhs per month. Your food is taken care of, your accommodation is taken care of, and again, there's no place to spend because it's in a place where there's nothing around. You're in the middle of the desert or in the middle of the sea. Okay, so again, good money. You work on a contract basis and then you come back home and renew your contract and go back. So this is how offshore rigs work. Next is event management company. Event management company, you can either join an event management company like Wizcraft, who organize your Filmfare Awards. Okay, or you can choose open your own event management company. So we always give example of Band Baja Barat. I think you know, Anushka Sharma and Ranveer Singh, the way they had their company and the way they grew in that company and made money. You can choose to open your own event management company also. And the best part is there's no investment into it. You don't need to have an office as well. All you need is a smartphone with good contacts in it and good negotiation skills. So what you do in event management company, you get in touch with people who are looking, who are hosting an event. You propose them services. You find vendors who can and negotiate well with those vendors who can give those services. So, for example, if you're hosting a wedding, you need Godiwala, you need Panditji, you need decorator, you need caterer, you need many people. So you should have these contacts. You should have contacts with vendors who can give you competitive prices. Okay, so this is how you make money. So you offer them good services, and advertisement also you don't need. You do one big event and then it's word of mouth. If people like your event, they will contact you. Or you've done an event for me and I'm very happy, I'll tell my relatives or my friends that you should go for this event management company, they're very impressive. So this is how event management works. A lot of money again, and with minimum investments. Okay. Next is tourism. You can join a travel and tourism company, or you can open your own travel and tourism company. If you join any travel agency, your salary would be, starting salary I'm talking about, is about 30,000-35,000 rupees, where you plan itineraries for these people, especially these foreigners. They travel in groups to our country. तो उनकी आइटनरी बनाना कि वो किस दिन कहाँ जाएंगे, कैसे ट्रैवल करेंगे, क्या खाएंगे, planning all of that is a hotelier's job. So you can join a travel and tourism company, or you can open your own. आप जाएंगे अपने आसपास के मार्केट में तो आप देखेंगे वहाँ इतने सारे ट्रैवल एजेंट्स बैठे हुए हैं. So you can try to open your own agency as well, where again you need contacts. You should have good contacts with the airlines. You should have good contacts with the bus services or hotels, and then you organize travel arrangements. You make travel arrangements for all these people who are traveling. Okay, so that's tourism for you. And I think these are some of the career options that you can choose. I always tell my students that hotel management is something that opens doors for you for any field. A doctor might not be able to work in a hotel, but a hotelier can work in a hospital as well. Apart from this, you can choose to open your own bakery also. You can open your own bakery. You can be a home chef. You can, if you're very good at bakery, you can open your bakery at home. A lot of our students do this. Okay, and then you can supply. Either you can take cake orders locally, or you can supply to these malls or your supermarkets like Big Bazaar and all. Obviously, they sell breads and all. These breads are not made by them. They don't have a bakery of their own. They get in touch with some home baker who gives them at a competitive price, and they sell it ahead. So this is also something which has come up and is very much in demand. You can open your food truck. Food truck is another very good option that is getting very popular in India. So these are some of the career options that you can choose. Remember, if you want to travel the world, hotel management opens multiple avenues for you. It is hoteliers for whom it is very easy to get a job abroad. Very easy. A lot of hoteliers have flown abroad and worked there. So this is from my side. I think if there are any questions, you can ask me. However, I'm sure my colleagues must have put the details. I request my colleagues to put in the details of IIHM. You can log into our website and see what all we do. Our campus is open. You can walk into our campus anytime and see what state-of-the-art facilities we have. You must have seen the show of Kunal Kapoor, My Yellow Table, on NDTV Good Times. Shooting, one of the episodes has been shot in our campus. So that is the kind of facilities that we have, because when these celebrities want to shoot and they don't have a studio, they prefer to go to come to our kitchen, because it's very easy to do the setup there. Most of the things are already available. They involve a student also in their episodes sometimes. So that is IIHM, and you can visit our campus. Also, we will put a link of our Facebook page. I request all of you to like our Facebook page, and you will see what happens in IIHM. There are so many activities that we do, and we'll keep you posted of what is happening around. We now move to the cocktail session, the much awaited mocktail session, which Kritika ma'am is going to take. She has experience, she's worked in 5-star hotels, and I'm sure you all are lucky to learn today from her. Our students learn so much from her. So I wish you all the best and enjoy your day. All the best, and we are always around to help you out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anju ma'am. A very good morning to all of you present here, all these students. And so I am Pratika Singh, and as Anju ma'am said, so I will be taking, I'll be teaching food and beverage service to these students. So till now, you must be having a little bit idea about this area. What is that? So food and beverage service, that's the department in the hotel or in the restaurants, those who are responsible to serve the food and drinks to the guests. So today what we'll be doing, we'll be making few mocktails, so that next time whenever you have guests at your houses, so you will not serving them either soft drinks or maybe juices. You prefer serving these mocktails which we are making today. Before that, let me just brief you a little bit about mocktails. What is a mocktail, those who didn't know, and what all are the equipments which we generally use to make these mocktails or the cocktails. So just give me a moment. I'm just sharing my screen. So there's a small presentation about the mocktails. All right, so I believe you can see the screen. If you could just tell me whether the presentation is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am.
So mocktail, what is a mocktail? Mocktail is a drink basically in which we are not using any kind of alcohol. So alcohol, like all these whiskey, vodka, gin, tequila, all these things. So mocktail, basically the word itself means mock. That means we are mocking something, we are mimicking something. So it's basically made with the different kind of juices or maybe different kind of aerated drinks. Let's say these Coke, Sprite, Fanta and all. So we can use all these things, fresh fruit juices or maybe the canned ones, whatever. Now, what is the difference between the cocktail and mocktail? So as you must have heard these two things. So cocktail is basically, again, both of the things are same. Both of the things are made by mixing different drinks. But the only difference is in the cocktail, we would be using the alcoholic beverages. So cocktail, you can call it, it's a mix of 2 or more drinks, but one could be the alcohol. But mocktails are specifically the one which are made by the mixing of the non-alcoholic drinks. It could be juice, it could be soft drinks, it could be anything, right? So that's the basic difference for now to understand. Now, I'll just show you a few bar equipments which we use. So you must have seen these maybe in videos or in movies or maybe serials and all. So jigger. So what is jigger? Basically, jigger, that's the one which we use to measure the drinks, where this is basically the standard serving would be 30, 60. And whenever we are making any drink, so we need to measure that before we pour it, because there's a standard recipe for all the beverages. To follow that, we need to measure that so that the end result would be good. So jigger, which we'll be using to measure the drinks. Then Boston shaker. So this is the one, I'm sure you must have seen few videos or maybe in the movies. The bartender is taking the shaker and shaking the drinks. So Boston shaker is preferably used to shake the drinks. Hawthorne strainer, it's like this strainer which we use to strain the drinks, because whatever we are shaking, we need to strain that. So all these things which we'll be using today. So I'm just telling you a little introduction to these things so that at the end you know what all in the equipments I have used for the making of my drinks. Now the next thing, that's muddler. So muddler is something which we use to muddle the things. Let's say I want to extract flavors from mint or lemon. So in a glass or in a shaker, I will be keeping that things, and by the help of muddler, I will be extracting the flavors from it, which I will be using to make our drinks. Now blender, I'm sure you must have seen this kind of thing at your homes. Blender, which we use to blend the things, and tong, which we'll be using for the holding purpose. Okay. Now let's just talk about the garnishes a little bit. Now what are garnishes? You know, you have made a very good drink that is looking really nice in a glass, but it's incomplete without the garnish, right? Let's say if we are making food at our house, humne ghar pe dal banai hai, but we haven't put coriander on that, or maybe we haven't put cream or butter on it. So garnish is something which makes your drink attractive, eye appealing. So garnishing could be edible or could be non-edible as well. So edible garnish is something like maybe a garnish of a fruit. You must have seen the bartenders, they cut the orange slice, keep it on the rim of the glass, or the lemon slice, keep it on the rim of the glass, or maybe just cut a wedge and dip it in the drink. So any sort of garnish. So garnish is basically used for the for giving a good appearance to the drinks. Non-edible garnishes, something which we cannot have, like the umbrellas, if you have seen that in the glass, they will be putting some kind of umbrellas that also can be used for the decorative purposes. Now let's just start making the cocktails. So we'll be making 3 cocktails today. One is Go Bananas, one is Virgin Bloody Mary, and the Mocktail Mule. So I'm just stop sharing my screen so that you can see that. Just give me a second. All right, so 1 second, let me just set the camera. Okay, so the very first drink which we are making today, that is Go Bananas. So Go Banana is something in which what all things we are using, we will be using banana. So for that, what I have done, I have mashed 2 bananas. You can mash it either by a help of a whisker, or maybe you can just blend it in a blender. So I have a bowl, I have kept 2 bananas, mashed bananas. Now what I'm gonna doing, I'll be using by the help of this whisker, I will be just whisking them so that you will be having a creamy consistency kind of thing. Now, secondly, we will be adding a teaspoon of coffee powder in that. So just a teaspoon of coffee powder, and then again, we will be blending that. And we need to make sure that coffee powder which you have added in this, that should be mixed properly with your banana. So we'll give a nice whisk to it. Then when you have seen that the coffee powder is mixed properly with the banana, we'll start adding some milk in that. So milk, I have boiled that milk, and then later on I have kept it in the refrigerator. So this is the cold milk. Now I'll start adding some cold milk in this, and continuously just start stirring this. Something like, so it is not like the banana shakes जो हम घर पे पीते हैं. This would be having a coffee flavor as well. So in that prospect, that is different from the banana shake which we consume at our houses. So just give it a nice whisk so that it will mix properly. And a drink is gonna ready, which you can have it. Means I can have it, you cannot have it, I know, but yeah, maybe after the end of the session, I can have that. So now if you can see this, it's mixed properly, right? It's the final product which I have right now in this bowl that is having a thick consistency. It's really thick. So now the last step which I'm gonna do. So I have taken this glass Okay, so whatever glass we are taking, that should be neat and clean. So I have taken a glass and then I'll just pour this drink to it. So this is really a nutritious drink which you can have anytime, even during summers and winters as well. Now, my drink is ready. The last thing which I'm gonna do in this, I have kept a scoop of vanilla ice cream to give a thick consistency and yes, little sweetness to it. So this is, I have a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna add that. And for the garnish, I will be adding some more coffee powder on top so that this will look good. Also, we can use, as I said just now about the garnishes, right? So also I have kept a banana and just cut it diagonally so that I can use that to put on the rim of this glass. So this is banana which I have. So now this is our drink, which we call it Go Bananas. So if you guys want to, if you can see that. So that's Go Bananas. Now the next drink which we're going to make, that is Virgin Bloody Mary. That is one of the very interesting drink. So remember just now I said, I told you about the shaker. So this is the one which we use to shake the drinks. Now whatever ingredients I will be requiring to make my drink, I'll be keeping that in this shaker. So for that, I need tomato juice, which is the base ingredient for that. So tomato juice, whenever we will be using any juice for making any mocktail or cocktail, we'll make sure that we just shake that. Because you know there are some sediments maybe which can be settled down at the bottom. So we have to give it a nice shake before we are using this for any drink or cocktail, mocktail or whatever. So in this we will be using tomato juice and then some ice as well. If you want, you can skip ice. There is no mandate, but you can add that. That's your preference. And that's the tong which I'm using to pick the ice cubes from this ice bucket, because we cannot use we cannot pick the ice from our hands because that's unhygienic. So for that matter, we will be using the tong. Now, so I have tomato juice and ice in that. Now the next ingredient we will be using Worcestershire sauce. In short, we call it WC sauce. And what is that? Actually, just little introduction. That's a sauce from England, and that is mainly being used in drinks and even in the foods. So I will be using that 1/4 of the teaspoon, and this sauce will give some nice flavor, little spiciness to my drink. Now, other ingredient which I'm going to use, that is Tabasco sauce. You must have seen this in maybe in some restaurants as well. So Tabasco sauce, again, that is also a spicy sauce, which we use even in the food as well, and yes, in the beverages. So I'll be using just 4 dashes of that. Dashes means drops. So I will be using that just 4-5 drops. So this drink which we are making, Bloody Mary, Virgin Mary, that is basically a salty and a little spicy drink. So I have added these 2 things. Now I'll be adding some black pepper as well. So it's 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So if you are seeing, we are adding all the things which gives little spiciness to my drink. Now the last thing which I'm adding, lemon juice. So what I have done, I have taken 1 lemon, whole lemon, and cut it into 2 pieces and then took out the juices from it. So I have 30 ml of lemon juice in this. I will be adding that as well. So I have all the ingredients inside this shaker. Now we'll just close that and we'll give it a nice shake. So for this we need to close this properly, otherwise you know ये खुलेगा और सारा तुम्हारे ऊपर गिरेगा. So we have to shake it for minimum 10 seconds so that all the ingredients will mix properly. So now my drink is properly mixed, and trust me, the smell is really very good. So I will be using this glass for it, which is the old-fashioned glass. So I'm to decorate my glass little bit for this drink. I'm doing one thing, which is I'm putting some salt on the rim of this glass, which is necessary while we are serving this mocktail or cocktail. So I have applied some lemon on this so that this will be moist, the rim of the glass. And now I have some salt in this, in the rimmer, and I have applied some salt on the rim of this glass. So my glass is ready and my drink is also ready. Now this is the Hawthorne strainer which we use to strain the things. Like घर पे जैसे tea strainer होता है, this is the one which we use to basically strain the drinks. We'll just keep it here and start pouring a drink. So this is my Virgin Bloody Mary. Now it's time for the garnish. So for garnish, I will be using a lemon wedge on this. And so I'm just putting it over here on the rim of this glass. And I have a celery stick. I'll just putting it inside the glass. So this is my second drink, which is Virgin Bloody Mary. Now quickly we're going to make one more drink, which is basically a mule, right? Which is mojito mule. It's just we'll be using honey syrup. Honey syrup ke liye what I have done, I'll just show you how it looks like. I have taken honey and some water. We cook them both together in a pan. Now we have made a honey syrup. So for that, again, we need to shake the drink. So we have another shaker for that. We will be adding some ice for it firstly, and then this 30 ml of the honey syrup which we have made, which is honey and water. That's it. So basically, we need to cook honey and water together, thoda sa thick consistency tak, and then we can keep it on side so that it will become cool. We'll be adding that 30 ml in this. And some ice, because we need to shake it, and we are not adding ice to our drink. So we will be adding the ice in this shaker so that we can shake it properly and we'll be having a flavor of it. Now, we have these two things. Later on, now we will be adding some lemon juice as well. So for lemon juice, I will be just 30 ml of lemon juice, same like the way we did in the last mocktail. So we have honey syrup and lemon in this. Then again, we will be shaking it. So that is mixed properly. Now I'll be using this glass to make my drink, which we call it margarita glass. Again, we'll be needing a strainer, and I'm going to strain my drink in this. Now, last ingredient which we're going to add, that is ginger ale, which we're going to use in this. So we'll be opening that, and slowly we will be adding that in this drink as well. So last thing, a garnish. So for the garnish, I have a lemon slice, right? And I'll be keeping that on the rim of this glass. So these are the cocktails which we have made today. Virgin Bloody Mary, Go Bananas, and this is the Mule. So I hope you have enjoyed this and you have watched how we have made these drinks. And next time, make sure you try making these mocktails at your house. If you need the recipe, so we'll share that as well. Okay, thank you so much. And if you guys want to taste it, so you can come and taste that.
Taste it, and I think they would also wishing to taste it as I do, for sure.
Yes, that's why I said if they want to taste it, so yeah, they can come and they can taste the drinks.
True.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So I think we are done with the presentation part, and I think we should call on our students to ask the questions or any queries they have as of now. Am I right? So students, anything that you need to ask? Did you feel like asking? Though the presentation has been very wholesome, complete, very self-illustrative, explanatory. But still, if you have any queries, please post your queries in the chat box so you can open your mic and ask them. I have few queries to ask. One, that is it UGC recognized institute? Have you got recognition from UGC, ACT, or whatever? Am I audible?
Yes, Ms. Gupta, ma'am. This is Sanjeev from IIHM. I'll be answering your query. Yes, we are approved to the government, and the affiliation is through IGNOU. IGNOU,
Okay.
as we all know that IGNOU is across the globe. They have their study centers, and if anybody have any query, they certainly can check the IGNOU website, and we are listed in their list as well.
Okay.
So we are
So
very
another
much
thing.
authorized. Yes, ma'am.
So another thing that I need to ask is, when is the admission? What's the admission cycle of your institute? And what is the situation? What is the procedure? Is it
Okay,
by
ma'am.
merit? Yeah.
Yes, for upcoming year, for next year, next session, we have our pre-book examination, which will be happening on 16th of January. The links are open for the same. The minimum eligibility is that students should be passed in class 12th with minimum 50% marks, and English should be a compulsory subject to the student. After that, there's a screening test happen for the students for the admission. They have to undergo an ECHAT examination, which is an online entrance examination. We are doing this examination online just because of this social maintaining issues, which have happened due to this situation. Otherwise, the exam was happening in college itself. After this online entrance exam, then there'll be an interview happening for the students. It's a video interview, wherein certain question will be asked to the students. Will be evaluating his personality, grooming standards, and communication skills. And after that, they got the selection done at the IIHM.
So the forms are out in the month of October, November. Is it so?
No. Okay. For the same, student need to visit our college website. The links are there. They need to register themselves first for the ECHAT examination. So it's an online process entirely.
Okay. So it's a once in a year admission process, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Cycle is annual, right?
Yes, it's an annual cycle. Yes, ma'am.
And how many seats do you have in one session?
We have 450 seats for one session.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. So anybody else who wants to ask any questions, students?
Else, we have our contact details mentioned in the chat box. As Anju ma'am earlier said, the Facebook link is there. Plus, my team members' contact details are also there. So if students have any query, anything related to the hospitality or to the IIHM, they certainly call up these numbers, or these numbers are available on WhatsApp as well. So they certainly can drop in the message, and my team will contact them.
Okay, fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful session. And I am having an understanding that since your presentation was so good, there are no questions unanswered. So they are through with it.
Certainly, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And all of you who had been here and presenting us such a wonderful presentation, giving a delectable mocktails were being shown to us. I'm sure my students would enjoy it, and we all enjoyed being with you in our session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kritika, Rahul. I can't see other faces.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. We'll share all the photographs and the videos with you, ma'am. Thank you
So much.
Thank you.
Rahul.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you're welcome.